Hello there. This is just a pretty short video to show you how to make these pink medals, or rather get these pink medals. What I consider to be the probably the easiest way. Well, I say easiest, quickest way, because as you know, if you've been playing this game, it works in real time. So if you're doing something that takes a long time, you just have to wait. You can speed it up by watering, but not for this particular thing. So you can see the inventory there. Now what you're going to use is you're going to produce jam from these fruit presses, and then you're going to use like that pancake stand to sell your jam at. And when you sell the jam, you get the pink medals. I mean, obviously, the more you do, the more you're going to get. So you want to use your tractor, if possible. But obviously, you've got to plant all these things. So then you're going to have to decide, well, which is the best fruit tree. Well, this one makes you the least amount of money, but it's the cheapest to actually plant. But you do get least back from it. But what you do get is every time you pick them, you get a piece of fruit, which goes towards making your jam. You see, the fruit presses have already gone with little pink gift boxes on, so you can go and make jam there. But as you can see, there's an awful lot of trees I've planted. This is not even half of what I've got. So this is quite time consuming. But getting back to the reason why I've used the apple tree rather than the other tree, apart from it's cheaper. But bearing in mind, when it's cheaper you don't make as much money, but the object of this is to make the pink medals, and this is why you can harvest these in any season, and you can't harvest the others in any season. So every time the season clicks over, so that's 4 times per game year, so every 17 minutes, you're going to be able to harvest these apples, which goes towards your total for the fruit, which you then make the jam out of, which you then sell for the tickets. This is your farm's going to have to be at a certain level, and I can't remember what the level is now, before you get to this stage where you can do what I'm doing here. Now there are other ways that you can make the pink tickets. You've got the quests, but they can, when you're into the game a long way, they're quite long-winded, and they take a lot of time as well. And you know what us gamers are like. We like to get things done as fast as possible, don't we? Don't have any patience. Now this is one way you could really do with some help on this farm. But you can hire farm hands, but I haven't really got round to trying that yet. There might be a way to do this autonomously when you get further into the game, but I'll have to find out by collecting tickets. Sorry, the pink medals, because you need the pink medals for the farm hands. So it's like chicken and egg. So for the time being, I'm going to have to do it this way, and I think this is probably most efficient. I'll show you the other options at the end of the video. You might have different ways of doing it. There's at least 2 other methods of making these tickets by harvesting things, collecting things, not just doing quests. So yeah, it's gonna be quite gutty, but quite a grind to get these things. So I've cut it a little bit here. You can see the quantities there. So I'm making a jam now. These fruit presses count as storage as well. I don't know if you noticed that I've got over 1,000 storage for fruit on this. See, when you've got this much to do, you want to be as efficient as possible, don't you? That's why I've got everything close together, including the fuel. You want the bigger fuel station when you can afford it as well. But unfortunately, I messed up, because I bought the fuel station when I wanted to buy this jam selling thing. It looks like a stack of pancakes there. So I'm back to collecting. So I'll just cut it here and go to the jam selling. There's only so much of this collection you want to watch, isn't there? So there I am at my little jam stall, and there you go. That's it. Now you know, you could, if you've got enough collected, you can go every minute. But obviously the collecting is the bottleneck here, not the growing, because you can. They're so cheap. You can plant as many as you know, because you're doing this quite a way into the game, aren't you? You won't be able to do this when you first start because your farm won't have the right level. So it's definitely like a later thing. But like I said, you have got other options for making these tickets that aren't the quests. The honey stand is one, and you can make I think it's cheese in the dairy, so you need milk, etc. If you follow the production process, honeycombs just require bees, but bees you can only harvest them every 24 hours. Milk stands, you need cows to make milk and goats, I think, to make milk, and then you can make cheese for the cheese stand. But again, that's a very expensive and very long-winded process, where the harvesting isn't as quick, you know, for the farm animals, and they take a lot of feeding. I mean, this way you could just, if you just wanted the tickets, you can pretty much ignore everything else on your farm, because you won't really have, if you're farming for the tickets, you won't have time to do any other sort of farming, basically, because by the time you've got to the end of the collecting all the fruit, it'll be time to make some jam and collect whatever you've made, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful for you. So bye bye.